What's up, everybody? Now, today's episode is all about our interviewing our speakers today. We actually get to interview our speakers today. It's so cool. So this episode is going to be so exciting because literally today we are actually interviewing our speakers for our summit. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait to share with you some stuff, what I'm feeling, what's going on at the moment. It's going to be awesome. So let's get the theme song on, and I'll see you in the episode. So the big question is this: if you were starting your first online business with no audience, no customers, no group, no following, completely from scratch, how would you actually do that? What steps would you need to take? I want to share with you my young entrepreneur journey as I get to launch my first ever online business for the first time. So that's the question. This podcast is the answer. My name is Kane Pointing, and welcome to the Young Entrepreneur's Secrets Podcast. Let's have some fun. What's up, guys? How are you all doing? I hope you're having an awesome day, awesome evening, and you're just super pumped. Okay, now today you're probably thinking, Kane, why are you so excited? I'm really excited today because it is football day. Okay, we get to play football at 8:30 this evening. I'm so excited. I got my football kit on, and I was like, oh no, I've got to do my podcast. And there's so much stuff going on today. We've had a really, really busy day. Now today's episode is all about interviewing our speakers. Okay, so interviewing our speakers is such a cool thing because today is the day we get to interview our first speaker. Woohoo! It's so cool. It's amazing. So I'm not going to share like 3 different key takeaways and that sort of stuff. This is a win today. Okay, so I just want to share with you what's going on and that sort of stuff and what I'm feeling. And it's just nice, okay? And the whole thing about it is just amazing. So I hope you can celebrate this win with me. It is super exciting. So today with this episode, I'm going to be talking about, the actual interviewing our speakers. Okay, like today is the day we actually get to interview our first speaker, and it is awesome. Now, what I mean by this is, today is the day that we actually get to interview our first speaker for our summit. Okay, and the whole thing, like, how's it going to happen? Like at the moment, like my mum is actually live on the interview whilst I'm recording this, and it's like the whole build up, like questions and like get into the thing of like welcoming people, how it's going to be housed in and that sort of stuff. I want to sort of share with you guys how we're going to be doing it and what we're going to be going into. Now, this is really important because when it comes to you guys, you might even come to you might be coming to a summit. You might be invited to other people's summit. You might even do your own summit. But this whole thing of like celebrating our first win with the interview and our first speaker, like it's literally going on right now, and it's just amazing. So with our speakers, so we've got loads. I think we've got like 15 or 16 confirmed speakers so far, and literally we've like got so many interviews scheduled in, and it's literally like back to back. There's like days where there's like 3 speakers in one day, and there's like one day with only 1 person in. But it's like there is a lot of time, with preparation. And today it's like we have to make sure that our cameras were right. We got the right software to house the actual interview, how we're going to store the interview, and that sort of stuff. So those little things you got to think of like, the camera, the lighting, the environment you're going to be in, is it professional, the audio, and that sort of stuff. So we've sort of been going through that today. Now, like I said before, is this business that me and my mum are creating, and my dad, we're all creating this as a family, okay? But my mum is like the face of the business, okay? And I love being the face and stuff. I'm like, yes, I want to be the face, let me be the face. But she's the face because she's making the business sort of through her. Now I'm just a person who learns all the stuff. I'm like, I want to do my own thing one day, and I'm sure it will come. But when it comes to this, I'm not looking at, okay, you need some questions. We have to actually ask these speakers some questions. And, those questions are going to be a part of our summit. Okay, these people that come through our summit will want to know, the answer. What's the answer to that question? That's such an awesome question. I'm thinking the same thing. So it's like when we give our questions to our speakers, they need to be like relevant to the topic. Like we're not going to ask someone, a question about Facebook, okay, ads, if they're a podcast expert, okay? So it's like, it's common sense. So you just don't do that. So, so it's like if they're doing podcasts and you ask about podcasting things and like what's special about their story. And that's what we're going into, is like, we want to know the story, like these people, how they created their six-figure business, 7-figure business. And then we've even got people with 8-figure businesses, like 8 figures, like what? It's like insane. And it's like, that's the whole point. I think might have some with a 9-figure. I'm not too sure, but I'd have to double check. But it's like when it comes in, you're involved with these people. You get to speak to these people one-on-one. And it's like the interview that my mum's doing at the moment is at the beginning. I was like, oh, hi, blah, blah, blah. You know, how you doing? Had a little chat because I actually spoke to the person, and this person's made over 7 figures. Okay, so it's like they're such a nice person. Like he's such a nice person. I'm in his group, and he's actually taught me some stuff as well, and I've implemented it. And it's just amazing, and I'm so grateful for that. But being able to interview someone who has made it, okay, like I'm going for this podcast for 6 figures. This person's gone to 7 figures plus beyond. They're gone beyond. And it's like just getting to speak to these people, get used to building those relationships. And today is the day that we actually get to, you know, we've learned, we've implemented, okay, and we're sort of earning, we're getting that sort of satisfaction at the end of like, yes, we've got our interview, like we're actually getting there. And soon we'll start to promote. Okay, so it's like with these speakers, we interview people, get to know them. Okay, on a more a better level. Okay, you can have conversations before you start recording, and it's like how we're doing it is, you know, we're doing this so they can see it's live. Okay, like you guys, I'm speaking to you guys through a podcast that gets published, you know, and on different platforms, but when it comes to our speakers, like we're actually speaking to these people, not on a phone call, not on FaceTime, like this is on Zoom, yeah, like you're one person or the other person having a conversation, asking people questions, and they're like answering the questions and explaining their story and how they went from 0 to, you know, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures, and that's what I mean. It's like you get to do that. Like so grateful for the opportunity that we actually get to speak to someone who's made it. I haven't made my own business yet to 6 figures, but someone else already out there in their own niche, okay, has made it to 7, 8, 9 figures, like, and even 6 figures. Like, that's just amazing, okay. And I'm just like so grateful that I even get the opportunity to ask that, you know, like to be a part of it and like go, oh, mum, like what sort of questions did you ask? I asked this question, like, whoa, that's so good. Like, let me have a look at this, and then like you get to know them, like, wow, that's amazing. And like today's the win day. We get to do our first interview, okay, our first speaker, a confirmed speaker with the interview process, and now like we've started to build the funnels, you know, and we put our sort of, you know, our templates in. It's like now we've got to plug in so those things can go into there for when we launch that day. But also like now that we're getting speakers like do the interviews, that will then unlock the promotion part, okay, about the affiliate stuff that I've already mentioned before on previous episodes. So it's like it all links in. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so I'm so excited. But I wanted to share that with you guys. It's quite a short one. Now, normally when I say it's a short episode, it never is. Okay, I'm always like, oh, it's a short episode, and it goes on for like 20 minutes. Okay, now today is quite a short one. But I just want to share with you guys that when you are doing this, you know, it does take a lot of effort. Okay, and I'm gonna put my hands up now. Like I'm you know, my mum has done a lot of effort. She's got a load of questions. She put a load of hard work in there. And like I'm so proud of her. She's an absolutely amazing mum, and she's put so much dedication in there. Like she's gone out there, she's asked people to be on our summit, and I've also asked people that I know that I've connected with and sort of made a bond with as well. That I'm in different people's groups, and it's like you get to, oh, will you be on it? I really love the story that you mentioned in blah blah blah, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm up for that, and you're like, oh, so cool, thanks. And it's like that sort of person. Like you get to be a part. You make friends. And, you know, I know there's a motto where people say, oh, don't make friends in business. Now, you know, personally, from my own opinion, I think that, you know, you make friends with people that you want to, you know, you like and you enjoy to be with. And these people I'm saying, these are not upfront people. They're not like up themselves. You know, sorry, I almost sneezed. When you're listening, you're like, what are you making such a weird sound? I almost sneezed. Sorry about that one. But it's like, oh, what, you know, you shouldn't make friends in business. Like, guys, these people are such genuine people, such nice, genuine, grateful people. And I am so grateful to be a part of, you know, that little part of their life where they're like, oh yeah, we're going to help them out on the summit, and like, oh my God, thank you so much. It means amazing. Like having you on our summit is so cool. Like it's amazing. There's no more words I can use. Okay, it's awesome. Or it's so cool. It's amazing. It's literally 3 words I use. But it's like how grateful could you be? Like someone does that for you. And like when I see these people, like these people have made 6, 7, 8, 9 figures, and they're literally people that are just so kind. And when I in my heart, and I'm thinking, wow, these people are amazing. I want to be like them. I want to be just like them, where they're so giving. They just give, and just give so much value. And they're like, how did you find it? Like, mate, that was amazing. Like, oh my God. So today it was quite a short one. But I want to share with you guys, like, you know, like today's the day that we get to celebrate. Okay, so you get to celebrate with me. Yeah, I'm gonna celebrate by going to football now and hopefully try and score a goal. You know, that would be amazing. But you know, like I said, those days where you're there, like, I want to change my life, and like, I want to be a part, or like, you want to surround yourself with entrepreneurs, okay, or people who are successful. And that's what I done is, you know, I removed loads of people off my Facebook, and I was like, no, I want to surround myself with these people who are positive, who are in the same thing that I want to be in. And that's what I done is I put myself in that. I decided that I didn't want that life anymore of, oh yeah, you know, this is negative, the world's got me, the government against us. No, okay, where's the entrepreneurs? How you doing, man? Like, wow, this is so cool. Like, I'm in groups where people, they celebrate if they got a $1 sale. How fantastic is that? Like, they've made $1 more than I have. And they're like, whoa. I'm like, congratulations, man. Like, that's amazing. And they're like, thanks, man, but it's only $1. Like, no, it's not just $1. That's your first ever dollar. Like, how great is that? And these people are such nice people. And it's like those people who are so nice you want on your summit, who have got the right people that you want to have on your list, who you want to attract in your business. And when we look at our speakers, they're like, they've definitely got our people. But they're not up themselves. They're really nice, genuine people. And we're so grateful. And I've said it many, many times, but we're so grateful to have them on there. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Like I say, when it comes to your point, okay, you are a true young entrepreneur, okay, in the making, or you might already be one. And I want to say one thing to you guys is you can do whatever you want to do in life, okay? If you want to change from being like a normal, like, oh, this is a normal day, to like, you want to be an entrepreneur, make that change. And that's what I done is I deleted people on Facebook. I was like, these are the people I want to surround myself with. I surrounded myself with, and like now I had someone reach out to me saying, oh, you know, would you like to be on my podcast? I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. Yes, please. Okay, cool. And it's like, oh, we're doing a summit. Would you want to be on our summit? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so good. Okay, and it's like, look at the story, and you're like, these guys made $1 million. I'm like, are you joking me? This is amazing. So it's like that sort of stuff. Like, how excited is that? And that's just because I surrounded myself with the right people. And I was myself. I was like, guys, look, I'm doing a podcast for like young entrepreneurs. I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm also making a business for my mum, you know, like we're launching a new business. So we're gonna just see how it goes and have some fun. And then the people are like, this guy is really cool. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm trying to be myself. Like, I'm a geeky guy, and you know, I just love that sort of stuff. I like to be myself. Like, why would you not want to be yourself? And that's what people like. They like you for being who you are. And these people, when I see them come through, they're themselves. I love it. They're just themselves, and they like being themselves. And these people are successful people, and they're not up themselves, or like, oh, that person made more than me. They're actually really giving people, and they're really helpful people. And I'm literally, the universe, thank the universe, and just thank for those people. So grateful for everything. So, you know, yeah, so that was a bit of an awesome day today, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. And I look forward to speaking to you on the next one. It wasn't really a key takeaway sort of thing today, but I hope I've sort of shared some value with you today in this one. But this is a win. This is today's win. Woo! First interview in the process. It's so cool. So guys, I look forward to seeing you soon. I'll speak to you on the next episode. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, guys. I hope what I've shared with you today has helped you and really inspired you in your young entrepreneurial journey. If this episode did help you today, feel free to tag me in your biggest takeaways, aha moments, and let me know how much you love this by leaving a 5-star review. Or even if you want to share it with like-minded young entrepreneurs who you think might benefit the podcast, feel free to do so. You're thinking, you know, I want to get instant notifications when the new episodes drop. You can hit the subscribe button and you'll get notified when I drop them. Once again, guys, thank you so much for listening. And remember, you are one true young entrepreneur in the making. And I'll speak to you in the next episode.